Hey everybody, it's Ken Perry with Broker Knowledge Group for your Wednesday update this week. What I thought I'd do is give you a quick walkthrough of the new proposed HUD1. So as you know, they've been running these good faith estimates by us. They promised us they give us 5 good faith estimates. So far, they have given us 5. The last one looks like the one they're landing on. So what they did after that is they created a new HUD1 that would correspond with the good faith estimate that they've been working on. So what I want to show you is the new HUD1, and as I do that, you're going to see what the new good faith estimate is most likely going to look like. So what I'm on right now is the CFPB, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau website. And if I go down to Know Before You Owe, which in this case it's time to simplify mortgage disclosures, and then here it gives you the Know Before You Owe for mortgages. When I go there, I switch over to the industry tool and it gives me my new forms. I have Hornbeam and Ironwood. Those are the 2 names they've come up with. I have no idea. They used to be so good at naming things and now not so good. So I just want to look at Hornbeam, one of the options they've given us. And by the way, you're encouraged to go to consumerfinance.gov and put in what you like or dislike about these forms. So let's look at this one. Settlement disclosure form. This form is a statement of final loan terms and actual settlement costs. What you'll notice here is it looks just like their final proposed good faith estimate. So the fact that they're building a HUD1 around the good faith estimate that was the last one we saw tells me that most likely this is what it's going to look like. So your good faith is going to look just like this. You've got payments, you got a loan amount, the basics, cash to close, really cool. And then page 2 of 5 gives you all the costs. Now, this looks like your old HUD1. So pretty much going to stay the same as far as calculating numbers. I'm kind of flying through this form, but if you want it, it's at consumerfinance.gov. Then we have closing costs, and in closing costs, we're dealing with total real estate broker fees, origination charges, services in connection with your loan. This is a lot of numbers on one page, so I know that it could confuse borrowers. If you notice, in line 800, 801, 802, 803, underwriting, processing, verification, broker fee are all back. So we get all of our fees back that went away with the new RASPA reform that we just experienced about a year and a half ago. Title charges are there. Oh, by the way, look. It says paid at settlement from borrower's funds or from seller's funds. So it's actually going to break down who paid for it. And then things that are paid outside of closing, who paid it, who was it paid to, and when was it paid. So it's actually really cool that they break down everything that happens with money in the loan in a way that's pretty easy to understand. So we have no more like little POC or anything. It's now all separated on the right-hand side. As I scroll down through this, you'll see totals. Then you'll see limits on increases, which remember we have those limits that are currently within RESPA. So now you're seeing there, you can see what the loan estimate was versus what the final was on those items that can or cannot increase. As we look down here, you've got the adjustable rate mortgage information, and then the final page, which is page 5, is just a ton of information that most likely people won't read because it's just too many words. If they do take the time to read it, then great, they have more information. One thing that I'll point out here, though, is if you look at the middle category, loan calculations, it says lender cost of funds. And that is the cost of funds used to make this loan. This is not a cost to you. Now, I still have no idea what that is. We're looking into it, but I don't know where that information is coming from or what, where that number polls, what that calculation is. It's brand new LCF. Second brand new calculation is TIP. So that is in this case, it's the rate of 74.3%. TIP is total interest percentage. So if you take the loan amount of $100,000, let's say over the life of the loan, they're going to pay back $60,000 in interest. That would be a 60% TIP. So your borrowers needed another calculation that they wouldn't understand in order to be able to have full disclosure. So just know that's in there. As we get some guidance from the Bureau on how they're actually going to look at this, and by that I mean the Bureau of Consumer Financial Protection, as they give us some guidance, I'll be able to know more to let you guys know how they're pulling these numbers, where they're getting them from, and how you're going to have to deal with in your system. Just know, we got the good faith. We've now moved on to the HUD1. So we are very close to having final documents that we can use. Remember, these have to be finalized by next year or by, I guess, this coming year. It's only a couple months from now that this year begins. So in 2012, you'll get all this finalized. But just know, they're still working for you over at the Bureau. They're bragging a lot about new disclosures and easier disclosures to understand. So we should have just even more information coming out. We'll probably get another estimated HUD1 before this is all said and done. I just thought you needed to know what was going on with this one. Other than that, you guys have a great week. That was your compliance update. Remember, we're at brokerknowledge.com. Remember, we do 8 hours of core CE or comprehensive CE that'll cover your 8-hour CE no matter where you work. So go grab that at training.brokerknowledge.com. We'll catch you guys next week. Have a good one.